To rotate a shape, you need tracing paper. Now, you're given a shape. In a question, you're given a shape, and you're given a point where it's going to be rotating. The question they would ask is something like this. Rotate the shape 90 degrees clockwise. So the first thing you do is you grab your tracing paper, you put it over your shape. You need to make sure your shape is going to be on the tracing paper, and you need to make sure that the point where you're going to be rotating is also on the tracing paper. Now the next thing you do is on the line on your paper, you are going to draw an arrow facing up. Now this arrow will help you to know which direction you're going and how many degrees you need to rotate. Now, trace over your shape. Trace over your point of rotation. Then what you're going to be doing, you put your pen on the point of rotation, press it firmly, not too hard, and then you're going to make sure that when you rotate your shape, your arrow is going to be facing 90 degrees and is going to go in a clockwise direction. So when it faces 90 degrees, it's going to be pointing to the right. So let's do that. So you keep going until it faces to the right. So it's almost there. It's not quite on the line, and you need to make sure that it's on the line. Can you see your arrow is on the lines of your paper? That means, okay, it's on the lines of the paper and it's pointing to the right direction, which is pointing to the right because it's 90 degrees clockwise. That means your shape now is rotated 90 degrees clockwise. Your next step would be to keep the tracing paper on your paper and draw in the points on the paper. This point here is there. Make sure it's there. Now this point here, if you flip the tracing paper over, is over here. Yep. And the last point is over here. Flip the tracing paper over. And there. Now you're going to be using pencil, so you wouldn't make a mess like this. And when you've done that and you've drawn the points, you're going to get your ruler and draw the shape in properly with a pencil. Now the next step is to label it B. You've done that. The next question is asking us to rotate the same shape, shape A, 90 degrees anti-clockwise. So once again, you get your tracing paper. You put it over your shape A. You trace over the dots. Trace over your shape. It doesn't need to be neat, but it'd be nice if it's really neat so you won't make a mistake. Trace over the point of rotation. This is the point you're going to be rotating from, and you're going to draw your arrow anywhere. It doesn't have to be exactly right above it, or it can be anywhere. Draw your arrow to help you out. Be on the line. Put your pencil, the point of rotation, and rotate it anti-clockwise. So it'll be going the opposite way of the clock, 90 degrees. You're going to keep going, keep going, keep going until your arrow is on the line and is pointing to the left. So it's on the line, it's pointing to the left. That means you've rotated 90 degrees anti-clockwise, and your points are here, here, and here. And if you trace over them, just to make sure that we're right. Yeah. Use a ruler. And here is our shape C that we're going to call. That's been rotated anti-clockwise at this point, around that point. Thank you.